Okay. Let's see. Hello. Okay, let's drink more water. Why, hello there. How's it going? How's it going? I'll wait a moment for more people to come. How's everyone doing? Hey, Sonny. Hey, Eric. Hi, Fusion. Hi, Rebel Duster. Hi. Okay. How's everyone doing? It is 6:11 Pacific Standard Time. Let's see. Instagram. Ruby. Katrina. Art. And my Discord is Emerald _ wing 13473. Okay. How's everyone doing? Wow, hello everyone. Yeah, my computer seems to be working all right now. I'd like to get it looked at though sometime for its ventilation issues. Oh yeah. Yeah, I don't post to Instagram very much. I usually only post my art these days. Hardly ever post like selfies and stuff like that on my Instagram at least. Well, oh my gosh. I just find Bad Bunny so cringe. Oh. Thank you for the $5. Thank you. Ventilation. Try putting a vacuum to the vents and suck out the dog hair and dust. Yeah, well, there's no dog hair, but dust, yes. There's dust. A little bit of dust in there. That's not such a bad idea, actually. Might have something like that somewhere. Don't know whatever happened to my little floor vacuum that I had. I wish I knew where that was. Maybe it's like in the shed somewhere. Oh, chilly. Ah, shut up. That's not Shando. Shando's right over here. Shando's right over there with me. Ah. I thought it was funny. PTS demon. put in a few things to verify my identity. Activation required. Load. Hey, buddy. Finish activation. Look for an email from her. Okay. Follow instructions. Use this info to help set up. Okay. So I gotta write this down. Okay. Okay. Okay, use this info. Account. I was thinking about painting, guys. What do you think of that? That's long. Okay, make sure I got that right. Yep. Got it. Okay. Anywho, yeah, I guess I'll do some of that later. In the meantime, what's up? Oh yeah, my light is charged. One moment. My good light. Yep. Sup? Hi, Andy. Hi, Dominic. Oh, yeah. You want, baby? Okay, very well. Goofy. Well, let me catch up here. Hey, Linda. Need to get reconstructive plastic surgery for my nose after an assault. Wow. Seriously, man? That's scary. I'm glad you're relatively okay. I'm glad you're alive. Sheesh. I think it's because I'm not a Barbie doll, Jake. I smile a lot. I don't smile, all the time. Yeah. Yeah, me neither. Me neither, Sonny. I didn't know anything about him until all this cringy bullshit. Yeah, my that's the thing, Dominic. My laptop here, it doesn't take much for it to overheat. It doesn't take, I turn it off. And yet when I use it, it's like it's really loud, the fan, and it gets, well, I mean, it gets really hot. Yeah. Oh, it's a good laptop. So yeah, I should when I make a more consistent income, I'll have it checked out at an actual shop. I don't know, maybe my brother has some insight because can actually build computers himself. So the video is posted online. I was sitting when I got sucker punched 3 times and then fell back in my chair and hit my head on concrete. Wow. Jeez. Well, I hope you didn't get like a concussion or something, because if you hit your head on concrete, man, that can be very dangerous. You can buy external cooling cheap, but the built-in one should work enough. Mm. Yeah, I'll check that out, Dominic. I'll look that up. Get a cooling pad. I got one for $50 with air filter, digital variable speed, and sealing foam gasket. Also lights out. That's awesome. Yeah, I'll definitely check that out. Heck yeah. That would be worth it. Oh, I love Skyrim. I play that game. I'm actually pretty far in it. Actually, I think you can just go on and on and on and play that game forever. I've joined the Thieves Guild, the Companions, the Stormcloaks, the who else? I'm a werewolf. I've been a vampire. And I'm sure there's something else. Oh yeah, I joined the Imperials once, but I changed my mind. I did a quest for them, but then I didn't finish the quest. I gave the mask over to the Stormcloaks instead of them. No, seriously, about that hitting your head on concrete, I hope you went and saw a doctor after that, because you could have a brain bleed or something, and you wouldn't know it. That's how Natasha Richardson passed away. She was Liam Neeson's wife at one point. She's really, really sweet and really pretty, and she was skiing and she fell and hit her head and said she felt fine at first, but then complained of headaches, and yeah, it was too late by that time. She didn't make it. Yeah, I just bought this laptop, so I'm puzzled as to why it overheats so much. And it's it's a Windows Dell, and it's pretty expensive. It's a very expensive laptop. Hmm. Getting my ass kicked in Quartzsite, Arizona, my scariest time ever. It opened my eyes to human trafficking. Jeez. Sounds like you've seen a lot of shit, PTSD, man. Ooh, I need to play The Witcher, Sonny. That's gonna be the next game that I play. The Witcher 3. Yeah, thank you, Dominic. He said, I will throw a prayer your way. Hang in there. It's a PTSD. Oops. Skyrim belongs to the Nords. I join the Empire sometimes because Ulfric is a jackass, but the Nords are cool. Yeah. It's on the last minute. Me too. I do that too. Well, I'm glad you're okay despite the fact that you didn't. I'm not sure if you went and saw a doctor after you hit your head, but unless I missed something. Oh, you went the day after. Okay, gotcha. Just read that. But right after coming to start getting knocked out, I went back to drinking and enjoyed the rest of my night. Couldn't get stitches for my lip. Wow. Yeah, I hear you. I remember one time I was sitting waiting for a bus downtown, and this was way before I ever touched drugs. This was when I was like in community college. I was around 20, 21, 22. Well, I was like sitting waiting for my bus when some woman a lot shorter than me, looked a lot older than me, looks like she was on drugs or something. I couldn't see her. I saw her later, but I was just sitting there, and from my peripheral view, I just see someone running. And as I'm lifting my head up to see what's going on, she just punches me right in the face as she's running, like just bow. And I'm just sitting there on a stool waiting at the bus station, waiting for my bus, and it didn't knock me out or make me fall down or anything, but it shocked me enough to induce tears of shock, not because I was like hurt feelings or anything. It was like more shock. So I got on the bus and was like trying to hold back tears, and when I looked out the window, I saw we passed a train station, and some officers had her down on her stomach with her hands tied behind her back. She just looked like a freaking tweaker. And I haven't played The Witcher yet. It's just recommended to me, and I want to play it. I haven't worked on any paintings yet. I'll do that on live stream. I like to do that with you guys. So anytime that I start painting, I'm going to start opening a live stream. I thought the Super Bowl was cringy, Retro. Super, super cringy. Good grief. What are your thoughts on what's happening in Minnesota? Just had a conversation with a friend. She's kind of scared. I haven't looked into what's happening there. I know there's like problems with a lot of fraud, and what Tim Walz is your governor, and gave a lot of our gave a lot of our taxes away to other people who are in our country illegally, and yeah, it sucks. I don't know. I need to look into that. I need to see like what the updates on that situation are. Yeah, healthcare in America does suck. So do not fear, for I am with you. Do not be dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you and help you. I will uphold you with my righteous right hand. Indeed. Are some streams not that chill? I see some pretty chill ones. Maybe they're just pretending to be chill though. Hey Fusion, I'm gonna be 35 this month. Mm-hmm. The Super Bowl was really cringy. Especially Bad Bunny. When you're home luckily. Well, it was like they were like, God bless like America or the Americas, but absolutely F the US. Like it was a big middle finger to the USA, basically. To America. To North America specifically. I'd rather live in the US. I'd rather live somewhere else in the US, not Oregon. I didn't even know who Bad Bunny was until all this cringe crap came up. So, I came across this excellent video on the Super Bowl and what the whole issue behind it. That whole like from Amala Epkanobi. Do you know? I'm trying to think of how to pronounce her name. Amala Epkanobi. Yeah, she's pretty common sense, and she's a lot like me in terms of her like political evolution, I guess. But she has some interesting words on it that I agree with. I love Amala Epkanobi. Isn't that how you say her name? Epkanobi? I don't know if I can show you the her video on it. Am I able to show you that sort of thing? Share that sort of thing with you guys? Like commentary videos from people? I'm not like a far right Republican. I'm kind of more I lean more right than left. I mean, there were several. I couldn't even watch the whole thing because there were several moments in that whole performance where they were basically saying F America, North America, North American history, and we're all oppressors, and you know, white people bad, you know. I do crack my knuckles. That's been a habit since I was 10. Yeah. Yeah, there's for sure there are some things I don't agree with on either side. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. What's up? Oh no. No distractions. Just putting something away. Oh, my lips are chapped. I have this stuff. Oh, that smells like coconut and almonds. Didn't realize I had this. This is the good chapstick that actually helps. Doesn't make you just want to smell it. Indeed. Oh, thank you, Sonny. Well, I don't know. There's an awful lot of ASMR. I don't know what I'd do necessarily. I think I need a good microphone. I do have a good microphone. Actually, I have this I'm not sponsoring it, but it's a Blue Yeti microphone. And yeah, I use that when I use my laptop. Some people put a little plastic bag over it and they, you know, make weird sounds like water droplets and bubble wrap. I don't know. I find it satisfying to immerse your whole hand, submerge your whole hand into like a, a bag of rice or just could do stuff like that. There's a satisfying video where someone drops a bunch of random objects into some mysterious hole that leads to who knows where. I don't drink alcohol, Blake. Rice great for working out hand muscles. Also makes a good heating pad. Little heating pad sock. Fills a sock with rice. You heat it up. Also, if you get your phone wet, submerge your phone in rice, and it will absorb the water from your phone a lot faster than just letting it dry. Yeah, yeah, whenever I have something like a migraine, I make myself a rice sock for sure. And I also have a nice heating pad. I do smoke marijuana. I'm trying to quit or, wean down from it. And, once and I just like barely any, I'm gonna quit. I'm gonna try to stay away from it. I'm gonna get myself some melatonin so I can sleep. Because last time I tried to quit weed and I went 3 days, I had no sleep, man. Like 2 hours of sleep per night. It's hard for me. That's a myth. Oh, well, guess I'm gonna have to yell at my dad then. Because he made me think that. Seriously? Yeah. Huh. Yeah, I can imagine it would be a really good choice for me to make, Jacob. I'd be a lot happy if I were free from that. It would save money and I'd be motivated. Two things that I want. I've tried to take trazodone to help me sleep. It actually didn't help me for some reason. Thank you, Blake. Thank you, Blake. Oh, using rice to dry a wet phone is ineffective and can cause further damage, such as corrosion from trapped moisture and block ports from dust. I could tell my dad that then, because that was his idea. Oh, I've taken melatonin before. It doesn't hurt me. I'm not new to it or anything. I just need something to regulate my sleep, help me sleep in general. Dude, the REM returns like a week. Then you have crazy dreams and sleep like a baby. Oh gosh, that sounds nice. Yeah, I don't sleep without. Yeah, I know how it feels. Thanks, Joseph. I have nothing against people who smoke weed, son of Andromeda. It's just, it affects different people differently. And I don't think it does me much good. In fact, in social situations, it often makes me have little panic attacks. And I can't even string a sentence together. I can't even pronounce words. It's very embarrassing. So yeah, I don't like how it affects me. Makes me depressed. Makes me not motivated. Like once in a while, it doesn't hurt me, but it's like I have such an addictive personality that when it's around me, I can't stop, and my tolerance is so high that I don't get much pleasure from it anyway. I just feel groggy all the time and not motivated. I've never gotten Jodie Foster. That's funny. Well, she's pretty. Weed withdrawal is easy, just really annoying at first, like a light psychosis, huh? Yeah, that sounds unpleasant as hell. Am I not connected? Seriously, I should be connected. I don't think autism is embarrassing. Weird. There's nothing wrong with being autistic. Yeah, I hear you, dismal depths. I mean, sometimes it doesn't even help. Sometimes it makes me think it's gonna work and I'm gonna fall asleep because my anxiety is gonna go away, but sometimes it just keeps me up. Yeah, it's an illusion. Yeah, I have a lot of anxiety. That's great. Take walks if you can. Go be social after initial withdrawal, but I can't talk anyways. Slip back into it. Hmm. I'm sorry to hear that, Dismal Daps. I can't even imagine. I can't even imagine what you've been through there. It's like that's really hard because like when someone in your shoes turns to drugs, like who can blame them? Like, but it also takes a lot of strength and resilience and an actual urge to live and experience life, you know, to power through it despite all that. Yeah. I mean, certain people I know that I'm related to aren't that nice to me, but they're nothing like that. Yeah, eating helps with panic. It tricks the system into thinking we're eating so we're safe. Yeah. A lot of times when I get into a panic attack or something like that, I'm not around food or anything like that. So it's, maybe it would help to carry a granola bar or something on me. I don't know. Yeah, I like lifting weights. Negative Nancy. No, I don't think you're trying to be a negative Nancy. No. No, you can share anything. As long as you're not encouraging other people to use drugs, then we're good. Hmm. You have about 30 severe panic attacks a day. Yeah, I can't imagine. I can't imagine. Like, and that's the thing. Like, with people in your situation, you know, if they smoke weed to feel better from that, then I say go for it. If it makes you feel better, you know, that's like that's where, I mean, unless it causes more psychosis or more trauma, more anxiety. If it's only making you feel more relaxed, I say go for it. I don't know exactly. Mention that. Maybe that was you who mentioned all those things that you take to fall asleep. Made myself a little snack. What you doing, Shando? I did so much house cleaning, so I'm a little tired. I cleaned the living room, cleaned the kitchen, except for this area here, except for the stove. Cause yeah, literally just cleaned it and it's already dirty. What else? Yeah. Cleaned the summer, did some laundry, did some sweeping, did dishes, the whole deal. Not everything, but enough. Did about an hour and a half of work. Whoa. I'm gonna start already. I gotta go use the restroom real quick. Buddy boy. Oh, that warm stove. That's a little better. Do some painting. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I'm thinking about doing that. I was not going to do painting. I was going to start out with the sketch. Because it always starts out with a preliminary sketch. I'm considering that. I just don't know what to paint. And, yeah, so I'm just thinking about what I want to paint. Absolutely PTSD, man. We're all in this together, going through our own shit. No one is better or worse. Only a fool measures suffering. The kids, though, that's a whole suffer. Oh yeah, absolutely. Well, that's good. You know, it's like with the heroin withdrawal, it was really painful. But I'd rather go through that again than alcohol withdrawal. Alcohol withdrawal was the worst. Jeez, it's way too hot. Just gonna have a little snack. And I don't know, maybe lay down on my Shaktima or something because my back hurts. That's the thing. I'm worried that if I keep sitting for too long, my back's gonna keep hurting. So I'm gonna do that probably before I start painting and maybe go file through some ideas, a little ideation. You know, a few of my commissioners, a few people who've commissioned me, they haven't reached out again. Like some of them seem to be having issues with using Discord or whatever. I don't give my email out. My email already has so much spam. It's more than likely I'm just gonna miss you. I only use it for business now. Yeah. I mean, there's a difference between being lonely and being alone. You know, it's okay to be alone sometimes, but being lonely is sad. That's funny. People keep calling me characters from Stranger Things. And I have only seen like one season. Come on. Pop it, pop, pop, pop. Oh, my back, guys. Oh, yeah, that's good. Oh, I felt better on my back doing that. That's why I need to do more yoga. Imagine in the living room. I couldn't do that right now. I'd have to change my outfit and everything. I just put on my pajamas. Oh, speaking of which, I need to get my laundry. If I'm gonna paint, I want to paint my pajamas. That'll probably make my back feel a little better. I'll go get my laundry real soon here. Okay, you know what? I'm going to keep this in this hot pot for a moment so it doesn't get cold. I'm going to go get my laundry real quick. That's so perfect. Oh. Oh. people seriously need to remember to close the dryer because the cats think it's a litter box. If one of the cats likes to take a piss in our dryer, and I'm always the one who has to clean it up. Even when it's my brother who leaves it open. It always says close. Good thing they didn't do it this time, but I'm just saying, last time I had to get my brother's laundry, cat pissed in there. That was a lot of cleaning. It was gross. I was like, why does it smell like ammonia in here now? Oh my gosh. And sometimes when that happens, I don't expect to see cat piss, so as I'm going about getting my brother's laundry, gonna transfer it to the dryer, it's like, whoosh, oopsie. And then I have to rewash his clothes. It's pretty gross. Just Alright. Want a piece, Shando? Nothing like a nice bag of clean laundry. That is until I have to put it away. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know, guys. Again, I think I'm gonna play it by ear. Think I'm gonna play it by ear this time. We'll see. We'll see. Okay. Oh, it was 7 o'clock. Few things here away here. Towel and our blankets. I love these blankets. Get out of there. Oh, making a mess. There we go. No, I'm just gonna put these on. I'm gonna put on my Courage pajamas. Step. Everything's gotta come out. There it is. Okay, bud. I'm gonna close my door. Okay, one sec, guys. I'm gonna get into my more comfortable clothes. I don't know. I'm not trying to be provocative or anything like that. super uncomfortable right now. My back hurts. So, you can take this contraption right off. Just like a chip. Cool. Cool beans. My bad. Okay. Oh, courage. Hi. Party. Party like a rock star. Yeah. I remember when I got blackout drunk and I woke up in Old Town Chinatown at a gas station wrapped up in a strange blanket, and I screamed myself asleep. I was screaming myself awake at 7 a.m. or 6 a.m. I don't know who wrapped me up in that blanket. I don't remember what the hell happened or why I was there. It was way out there from where I was living. It's a good thing I didn't wind up in some serial killer's basement. That was some crazy crap, man. And when I explained that to my provider, they said it sounded like drug-induced or alcohol-induced psychosis. Get that light out of my face. The darknet video called Frazzle Drip. If that's actually a thing, I have to investigate for research purposes. I'm gonna look that up and see. I'm gonna see if you're bullshitting. Whoops. Frazzle Drip. Oh my gosh, I just looked up Frazzle Drip. It says it's an extreme baseless conspiracy theory that gained traction within QAnon circles around 2018. It alleges the existence of a video showing Hillary Clinton and her aide Huma Abedin torturing a child, cutting out her face and wearing it while consuming the child's blood. Wow. Okay. Yeah, that sounds like a conspiracy theory, but I wouldn't be surprised if the people who went to Epstein Island weren't involved in some demonic human sacrifice ritual. Crazy shit. Let me turn that off because it's hurting my eyes. Well, I do paint wavy. Would you like to see my most recent painting of Vince McMahon? I didn't even know who Vince McMahon was. I just painted this upon request. And I need to get back to the guy who wanted to buy it from me. If they don't get back to me, it is available for commission. But I'm gonna check and see if they're they got back with me. Vince McMahon. Let's get that light on him. Here's our painting of, oops, Vince McMahon. Turn on that light again. There we go, a little bit better maybe. There's Vince McMahon detail. I like how the jacket turned out. That was kind of an improvising move on my part because the jacket looked nothing like that in the photo. I just thought the green, mint green, would go well with the red. It would make him pop out a little more against that bright background. Because often backgrounds are subdued so that the subject pops. I'm thinking about what I want to paint because actually I do feel like painting. My mind feels like painting, but like my back's like, no, just be lazy. Oh, well, thank you, E-Dog. I never thought I was a stink cheetah. Well, I live with my parents now, and it is kind of like, it's not sustainable. Also, there's no room for me to do the things I really like to do, like paint. I'm out there, I want to paint in oils. It's almost impossible because the cats. If I'm out there with a wet oil painting, unless I have someone out there to watch the cats for me or keep them at bay, I'm gonna have to hold my piss. I miss having my own apartment. Well, they're not my cats. And there's nowhere for me to just, I can't leave them in my room because there's stuff here that they can wreck. They can knock down my dolls. They can wreck my art. They warp my canvases up there when they sneak in here. They've actually warped and ruined some of my work. And everywhere else is occupied. One of my siblings, their room, they have a cat, right? One of the cats is theirs, but they have birds in their room, and I think they're a bit of a hoarder too. I haven't even seen their room. They won't let anyone in. Hello. Yeah. Just close the back door or whatever. There's no way you can't close off the house if you're painting outside. Well, it's too cold to paint outside right now. Way too cold. And I need to clean that picnic table. I'm looking forward to painting in plein air though. Painting outside. I mean, it's not impossible, guys. Like, as you've seen, I paint in watercolors just fine at the table, but I can't leave my stuff out to dry. You know, I can't be working on a big oil painting here because the cats will get it. Cat hair fly. No matter how much I clean this house, that cat hair is everywhere. And it gets everywhere. But it's okay, because I actually really am enjoying painting in watercolors for now. I might be able to paint little oil paintings here and there. It's quite a setup, and I have to be careful. No, I'm not in California. Hell to the no. I'm from Oregon, which isn't much better. I mean, we have a nice coastline and nice diversity of nature, like the desert and the forest and the ocean and all that. Oh no, that's not what I meant. Not in the winter time. Mm-mm. No. I mean, the cats eat at the dining room table. I have to take turns with them. I think my dad wants to believe in Bigfoot. Florida's a little far away from me, man. Maybe someday. I'm not sure. But I have to stay here and help my dad out, and I can't really leave my dog. Mm-mm. Almost exclusively, not quite. Yo, I bought some beef tallow. I had it with my eggs this morning. It was really good. I ate a lot of eggs, actually. In the evening, I tend to make whatever's easy if I'm just cooking for myself. Also, I still don't have pecans. Otherwise, I wanted to make the sweet potato casserole. Thank you for the gift. Mm-hmm. Yeah, there are some beautiful places, for sure. Did they really film the last episode of Portlandia in front of your house? That's crazy. I remember when they were filming Grimm and around the Forest Park area, they were filming the show Grimm. I never saw it, but I watched a few like clips of it. It looked interesting. I remember seeing the camera crew, and I remember when I think they actually used our cafe one time. Maybe that was a different team, but I could have sworn they used our cafe at our basement at one point. Thank you. It's Courage the Cowardly Dog, as you're well aware, I'm sure. Yeah, I haven't seen that show. But yeah, it was filmed in Portland, and I was around when it was being filmed, and I saw the camera crew. Never saw the main characters, though. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Like northwest Portland. I miss those days, kind of. When I die, I get judged by God. You have a good night too, Serpent. YouTubelandia. That's what it should be called. Do they do those YouTube rewinds anymore? Those were pretty cringe. Or they got really, really cringe. They got more and more cringy with every year. I want to be shot up into a rocket, up in a rocket into the sun when I die. Didn't you have to write some sort of contract down for that? And wouldn't that cost like a fortune to die? I mean, he wants to spend like $1 million for their post-death celebration. Not a celebration, but you know what I mean. Actually, it is. I mean, it kind of is. Like, remembering. It's a memorial. Remembering someone's life. Like Fred Armisen? I'm not sure. I don't know any Fred that dresses like a woman. Have some. Have somebody. Recovery's going great. Taking it one day at a time. How would I like to go out? I'd like, unless I'm completely obliterated and just look like a bloodbath when I die. I want to be adorned in flowers and put into a canoe, like Ophelia or whatever. No, she wasn't in a canoe, but you know what I mean. Strapped, it's kind of like, strapped in so I don't go falling out. And they can just put me into that canoe and I go sailing down the river towards the sea, down a waterfall. I want to go sailing down a waterfall after I croak. Yeah, like a Viking funeral. I want a Viking funeral. For the 10 p.m., I believe it. I believe it. My drug of choice was heroin. I was a heroin addict for 6 years. But I've been clean since February 28, 2023. Bergen City Falls. I'd have to look up where I'd like to be cast off, like what waterfall. Yeah, I don't take pills. Well, keep going, Sonny. You can do it. Life is amazing and enjoyable. Like, seriously, just keep going. It gets better. You'll feel better. Yeah, well, I did cocaine a couple times and it was a lot of fun, but I'm glad I never had much access to it at all, because I'd probably keep doing that shit. I'd probably lose my nose and that would suck. I don't like theater popcorn. I'm really particular about how I make my popcorn. Help me with my cigarettes too, eating popcorn. Look, I'm like barely halfway through. Whenever I think of Pepsi, I think of Tucker Carlson interrogating Britney Spears on what Pepsi she drinks. Just regular Pepsi. Dude, when I did coke, I became frickin' Robin Williams. I would not stop cracking jokes. I would not stop. That's usually not... I don't usually do that. I mean, I like telling jokes here and there when they pop up, but they didn't pop up like fire, 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 like that, ever. I can see why Robin Williams did coke. Like... Anyway, I love him. I didn't know it went well with Jews. Huh. Well, that's the thing. I can't tell a joke when I'm put on the spot. And the way it came out, it was like it tapped into a different part of my brain or something. The funny part of my brain. Yeah, like, I don't know. I don't know. I can't just... Jokes have to be spontaneous and sort of just come about naturally. I can't just be put on the spot, you know? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I love Robin Williams for sure. I actually do approve of mushrooms and LSD for me, for myself at least. I think that stuff's good. And it makes making art a lot of fun. Man, pork rinds sound like it would be good with this. That's a lot of salt though. Cirrhosis. Yeah. Yeah, it's not healthy. I'd rather stay healthy. Well, I have to talk to someone first. I haven't talked to them in a while. Hot sauce sounds good on popcorn, sure. The delay with YouTube live chat isn't best for that natural joke spontaneity, yeah. Yeah, I love courage. For sure. Oh yeah, I love exercising. That does release good natural endorphins. Hey, take care, 00 Knox. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Raphael. I'm just snacking away. It's a big bowl. I don't even know what you look like, Raphael. Suicide sign off. Yeah, very careful. I think that word might be censored. It's that time of day, all right. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know, guys. What should I paint? How about this? We play Pictionary this time. How about we play Pictionary? You guess what I paint. Or draw. We're gonna draw. Make a little cartoon doodle. Because I like to do cartoons too. Okay. That's right. I have to finish it, guys. I don't want to waste it. All right. I'm finding a good piece of paper after I wipe my hands clean. So I like to start doing like collage for ideation and working more on my scrapbook. Okay. I'm gonna get a good little sketchbook. One I used for my cartooning mostly. Where is that? Sheesh, that's gonna get wrapped from my couple. There it is. Wait, that's not it. Oh, is that it? No. It's my little cartooning paper. I know it's in here somewhere, I just know it. It's gotta be in here, maybe. So you keep digging. Just keep digging. Keep digging. Oh, no, it's not. Come on, buddy. Whoa, what is that? It's not it. Not it. Okay. Oh. That was in there. Come on. Oh, there it is. Found it. There. There. Jesus. Draw the Grim Reaper chopping carrots. You could call it dicing with death. Sure. I was thinking, like, should he be using his Reaper or should he be using an actual knife? Okay, use our Sharpie. Okay, let's see here. Oftentimes when I do cartooning, I work with pencil, and then I trace around my drawing with the pen, or the, you know, like a good pen, and then I just erase that pencil, and you're left with a pretty good drawing. So actually, I might do that. Actually, no. Actually, yes. Actually, no. It's good practice for me to do it without having to erase anything. I actually often leave construction marks in my work, which I like. Sometimes I like leaving those. They often look pretty cool in artwork. So, I don't know, guys, if you can actually see what I'm doing. Probably not. Let me see. Let me see if I can fix this. Okay. Oh, what is that? Oh, no. Beautiful. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I'll do the Grim Reaper. Let me look at one photo of him, because, I mean, I know what he looks like. He's a hooded, like, Skeletor-looking guy, but with a sickle. But let me see. Yep. Don't draw skulls very much. Okay, let's see. I kind of need a photo reference for a skull. I'm not used to. I don't draw much skulls, like, ever. It's a good practice, though. Let's see. Actually, I'll do it here. Make him smiling. A big smile. Make him have crooked teeth. Fucked up the hood a little bit. That's okay. All right, what? What are you doing, buddy? Let's see how his hood is draped. Exactly. Does he show any collarbone? No. What you doing, buddy? Oh, I totally messed up the hood here. I'm gonna start over. I totally messed up his hood, but we can do this now. Okay. You did that preliminary warm up. Okay. There we go. And I made him not wear sleeves so it looks like he's only wearing his hood, and he just got up out of bed and he's still wrapped up in his like hood like a blankie, and he's chopping his vegetables in the morning while trying to keep warm. That's it. I can do better than this, guys. I promise. I don't care for how this is turning out, but there, with his butt sticking out. His butt sticking out, see? And that's a real butt chin. Peas on countertop, okay. There you go. I know, he's badonkalicious. His big butt sticking out. Oh, I have a magnesium supplement. What type of magnesium were you referring to? Cause I can just write it down. I forget to check my screenshots a lot. Ooh, I know what I'll draw. Oh, I know what I'll draw. Okay. 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 Vroom, vroom. Oh yeah, that'll give it some depth. I don't know. Gosh, I need a reference. I cannot draw motorcycles. I need a reference for the motorcycle. Motorcycle. There we go. It's not helping much. Okay. Let's see what that looks like there. There we go. Okay. I need help. I need help with motorcycles. Shit. Okay, well, we'll just. Okay, there's an engine right there, and whatever, I guess, and. Okay. Let me see. I want to draw a motorcycle correctly, semi-correctly. Doesn't have to be perfect. This one. Oh, that's difficult, especially the foreshortening. It's also the wrong way. Well, I'm not going to get this right. Maybe if it was the other way around, it would be better. Wish I could change it. It's hard for me to reverse it. Let's see. I don't want to waste paper, so that's just my draft paper there. Yeah, there we go. Oh, there we go. Okay. That's true. Um, yeah. And this for the motorcycle, because I cannot draw motorcycles. There's one thing I cannot draw is motorcycles. Okay. Right. Come on. No, no, she's getting away. Okay, and then it has these bar things that go down there. I know. Cannon wheel. It's all those weird little components that throw me off. Okay. If I drove a motorcycle or had any experience with motorcycles, I wouldn't have such a hard time with this, but I mean, it's hard to even draw bikes. Bikes are hard to draw too. Stop. She's falling right off the bike. Okay. Should have drawn her butt last. It's so shitty, guys. It's so shitty. She's like slipping and sliding off her bike. OMG. Smoke show. Dear Lord. Dear Lord, I need to practice how to draw motorcycles. These motorcycles aren't easy. You try drawing a motorcycle, tell me how it goes. Especially when you're not like an enthusiast or anything, or I'm not an enthusiast, and I don't even drive, so yeah. Sounds like it would be pretty dangerous for me, even though it would be pretty cool. Aw. I don't know. Usually I draw it out in pencil, because there's construction marks in my work usually. So I can measure out proportions, and then I erase out those construction marks after I've traced over my drawing with pen and ink. That's how a lot of people do it, how a lot of artists go about it. You see them doing that in the animation studios for like Disney and stuff. They start out with pencil sketches, really rough pencil sketches, and then they refine it with pen and ink. Coin roll hunting? No, I've never done that, Amber. What is that? Getting any drawing in my day is good practice. I mean, I love, high adrenaline sports. Like, I always enjoyed going on the biggest rides at the theme park. I mean, as long as I'm secure in knowing that I'm not like, there isn't a high chance of me getting into an accident and dying, then I'm fine with it. I'm pretty adventurous. But when it comes to like stuff that's actually has a high mortality rate, then I'm hesitant. I'm gonna be 35 come this February 26th. This month. From the bank. Looking for rare and valuable coins in circulation from the bank. Okay. Yeah, that's what I've been keeping my eye out for too. Anyway, I gotta use the restroom. I'm probably gonna end this live stream at 8:30, guys, because I gotta lie down on my Shakti mat. But I'll be right back. Close my window. It's chill. Okay, get that away. Okay. So, oh yeah. Hi. Do I have any collector ducks? Nah, I don't know what you mean by that. But I would love to have pet ducks someday. They're so cute, the way they waddle. Could have a little. Not only that, but I heard they're not that expensive or high maintenance. Just have to, you gotta have a bunch of them because they're social. And a pond, little body of water, and maybe like a chicken coop type deal so that no other animals can get to them. And yeah, I heard they're not that bad to keep. Oh, I love ducks. Resident Evil ducks. Okay. Yeah, I haven't played that game in such a long time. I've played Resident Evil 0 and I bought Resident Evil 4, but the controls are all messed up. I need to fix that up. Might have just been my older controller. I could try that again, actually. That'd be fun. Oh, thank you for the bronze medal, Anthony. You know, I thought that since we have about 15 minutes, we should read some Bible verses or something. I slept pretty, not really. Not really. Comparatively, maybe, but no. I missed my darn appointment this morning because I overslept like 30 minutes. But fortunately, my provider's really nice and called me back and got that set up with me. So, oh my gosh, thank God. And I'm doing really well in weaning down from the Suboxone. Where's my Bible? Oh, here it is. They used to have me on 3 8-milligram strips per day. And since the last time I talked to him, I've gone down to like 2 strips per day, which is great. So, this is Ephesians chapter 4, verse 31. Let all bitterness and wrath and anger and clamor and slander be put away from you, with all malice, and be kind to one another, tender-hearted, forgiving one another, as God in Christ forgave you. I have some excellent highlights here. Let's go to something random, though. Isaiah chapter 40, verse 31. But they who wait for the Lord shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with wings like eagles. They shall run and not be weary. They shall walk and not faint. Magnesium threonate. Okay, thank you. I'm going to write that down somewhere where I can actually find it. Actually, no, I'll look it up right here on my computer. I'll put it into the into one of my Amazon wish lists or something. Let's see. Amazon. Magnesium threonate. All right. Thank you. All right. I just got some magnesium supplements, so next time I'll get this. One of these things. Trying to see what about I like the gummies. If I don't get the gummies, I'm more than likely to forget them, to take them. Okay. Ooh, and that has omega-3 fish oil. It's got 5 stars, but only 7 reviews. Oh, this is the one I got. I got like 4.8 stars, and it's only $15. That is a really good deal. Does that have threonate in it? I don't think so. It's the L-theanine and all that. 16-in-1 complex. Magnesium L-threonate. For the best brand here. But yeah, I'll check that out. Thank you. Isaiah 40.
Yep. Yeah, oh yeah, that's the one I just read, yeah. This is Isaiah chapter 40, verse 3. A voice cries, in the wilderness, prepare the way of the Lord. Make straight in the desert a highway for our God.
I love that. I'm just seeing here. I had a little highlighter. Highlighter. Where'd it go? Oh, that's not it. Oh, there it is. Chapter 40, verse 3. A voice cries, in the wilderness, prepare the way of the Lord. Make straight in the desert a highway for our God. Corinthians chapter 3, verse 17. I find that reading the Bible with you guys really puts me at peace. Corinthians. Corinthians chapter 3, verse 17. Okay. If anyone destroys God's temple, God will destroy him. For God's temple is holy, and that temple you are. Wow. Oh, that's perfect. If anyone destroys God's temple, God will destroy him. For God's temple is holy, and that temple you are. That temple is you. Beautiful, beautiful, way, Ken, Toucan, sorry, Way, I'll call you Way. What was my doc? You mean my doctor? Or what? Just my provider. Thank you, Joseph. Try to be. I'm not perfect. Hey, you have a good night too, Speed Emon. Yeah, I love these pajamas. I have, you see, look, it's not just a shirt, they come with pants too. See? Courage the Cowardly Dog, and they're made of bamboo. So they're really comfortable. Yeah. Thank you. Anyone have another suggestion for me to read here? And I love this one from Jeremiah. I've read this one before. For I know the plans I have for you, says the Lord. Plans for welfare and not for evil, to give you a future and a hope. Chapter 29, verse 11. Ezekiel chapter 23, verse 20. Thank you. Okay, that's Old Testament, I think. Oh, no, it's right here. Chapter 23, verse 20. All right. And doted upon her paramours there, whose members were like those of asses, and whose issue was like that of horses. Was that the right one? Yeah, I think so. Wait. Was it? Yeah, verse 20. Yep. Isaiah chapter 41, verse 10. Okay? Chapter 41, verse 10. Here we go. Fear not, for I am with you. Be not dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you, I will help you. I will uphold you with my victorious hand. Wonderful. Wonderful. Luke chapter 15, verse 1 to 7. Thank you. Chapter 15. Verse 1 to 7. Okay? Now the tax collectors and sinners were all drawing near to him, and the Pharisees and the scribes murmured, saying, This man receives sinners and eats with them. So he told them this parable. What man of you, having 100 sheep, if he has lost one of them, does not leave the 99 in the wilderness, and go after the one which is lost until he finds it? And when he has found it, he lays it on his shoulders, rejoicing. And when he comes home, he calls together his friends and his neighbors, saying to them, Rejoice with me, for I have found my sheep which was lost. Just so, I tell you, there will be more joy in heaven over one sinner who repents than over 99 righteous persons who need no repentance. That is perfect, especially that last part. Just so, I tell you, there will be more joy in heaven over one sinner who repents than over 99 righteous persons who need no repentance. Perfect. Little baby, I know it is around getting bedtime. He knows bedtime's at 8:30. Right, baby boy? I don't know if you see him. There's. Sweetheart. I love you. He's looking at me in the eyes. I love you. I love you so much. Sweetheart. Baby Prince. No, it's 8:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And no, I'm going to be 35 in February, you jokester. Oh, it's Fixa. You're joking. Yeah, I always know you're joking. That's when they question the people he kept around him, but Miranda has to take a look at themselves. Yeah. That's when they questioned the people he kept running, but reminded others to take a good look at themselves in the mirror. Absolutely. Yeah. You know, actually, I just started really putting any highlights in this Bible when I started reading with you guys. Because I get some excellent Bible passage suggestions from you guys, and also from the Recovery Bible. There are excellent passages for people who are struggling with addiction. How about a random page? Wait, we already did that page. Corinthians chapter 9, verse 1. Am I not free? Am I not an apostle? Have I not seen Jesus our Lord? Have I not seen Jesus our Lord? Are not you my workmanship in the Lord? If to others I am not an apostle, at least I am to you, for you are the seal of my apostleship in the Lord. Mark chapter 11, verse 24. Therefore I tell you, whatever you ask in prayer, believe that you receive it, and you will. And whenever you stand praying, forgive if you have anything against anyone, so that your Father also who is in heaven may forgive you your trespasses. Uh, Ecclesiastes. Ecclesiastes. I hope I'm saying that right. Um, Chapter 2. I said to myself, wait, I'm thinking. Yeah, let's just start with chapter 2. I said to myself, come now, I will make a test of pleasure. Enjoy yourself. But behold, this also was vanity. I said of laughter, it is mad, and of pleasure, what use is it? I searched with my mind how to cheer my body with wine, my mind still guiding me with wisdom, and how to lay hold on folly, till I might see what was good for the sons of men to do under heaven during the few days of their life. I made great works. I built houses and planted vineyards for myself. I made myself gardens and parks, and I planted in them all kinds of fruit trees. I made myself pools from which to water the forest of growing trees. I bought male and female slaves, and had slaves who were born in my house. I had also great possessions of herds and flocks, more than any who had been before me in Jerusalem. I also gathered for myself silver and gold and the treasure of kings and provinces. I got singers, both men and women, and many concubines, man's delight. So I became great and surpassed all who were before me in Jerusalem. Also my wisdom remained with me, and whatever my eyes desired I did not keep from them. I kept my heart from no pleasure, for my heart found pleasure in all my toil, and this was my reward for all my toil. Then I considered all that my hands had done, and the toil I had spent in doing it, and behold, all was vanity and a striving after wind, and there was nothing to be gained under the sun.
I like that last part of it. Then I considered all that my hands had done. Then I considered all that my hands had done, and the toil I had spent in doing it. And behold, all was vanity and a striving after wind, and there was nothing to be gained under the sun. So I turned to consider wisdom and madness and folly. For what can the man do who comes after the king? Only what he has already done. Then I saw that wisdom excels folly, as light excels darkness. The wise man has his eyes in his head, but the fool walks in darkness. And yet I perceive that one fate comes to all of them. Then I, wow, yeah. Then I, sorry. And the wise man has his eyes in his head, but the fool walks in darkness. And yet I perceive that one fate comes to all of them. Then I said to myself, what befalls the fool will befall me also. Why then have I been so very wise? And I said to myself, this also is vanity. For of the wise man, as of the fool, there is no enduring remembrance, seeing that in the days to come all will have been long forgotten. How the wise man dies just like the fool. So I hated life, because what is done under the sun was grievous to me. For all is vanity and a striving after wind. I hated all my toil in which I had toiled under the sun, seeing that I must leave it to the man who will come after me. And who knows whether he will be a wise man or a fool? Yet he will be master of all for which I toiled and used my wisdom under the sun. This also is vanity. So I turned about and gave my heart up to despair over all the toil of my labors under the sun, because sometimes a man who has toiled with wisdom and knowledge and skill must leave all to be enjoyed by a man who did not toil for it. Yeah, wow, yeah, exactly. Because sometimes a man who has toiled with wisdom and knowledge and skill must leave all to be enjoyed by a man who did not toil for it. This also is vanity and a great evil. What has a man from all the toil and strain with which he toils beneath the sun? For all his days are full of pain, and his work is a vexation. Even in the night his mind does not rest. This also is vanity. There is nothing better for a man than that he should eat and drink and find enjoyment in his toil. This also, I saw, is from the hand of God. For apart from him, who can eat or who can have enjoyment? For to the man who pleases him, God gives wisdom and knowledge and joy. But to the sinner he gives the work of gathering and heaping, only to give to one who pleases God. This also is vanity and a striving after wind. That's interesting. Ooh, wow. Sorry, guys.
Yeah. Chapter 3. Chapter 3 of what exactly? I don't think I'm going to read a whole chapter now. I just did read a whole chapter. Thank you, Joseph. I'm glad you like my channel. Yeah, a lot of men like to play God for sure, Liberty. Okay. Oh. Well, thank you. Thank you, 456. Timothy 2. Paul expresses disciples about soberness. Okay. I'll do Timothy chapter 2. That'll be the last one before I conk out for the night. Timothy chapter 2. That is if it's a short chapter. Otherwise, we read part of it. It is a very short one, though, Timothy, if I recall. One of the very last. If I do, yep, right there. Chapter 2. Yeah, it's pretty short. Okay. First of all, then, I urge that supplications, prayers, intercessions, and thanksgivings be made for all men, for kings and all who are in high positions, that we may lead a quiet and peaceable life, godly and respectful in every way. This is good, and it is acceptable in the sight of God our Savior, who desires all men to be saved and to come to the knowledge of the truth. For there is one God, and there is one mediator between God and men, the man Jesus Christ, who gave himself as a ransom for all. The testimony to which he was born at the proper time. For this I was appointed a preacher and apostle. I am telling the truth. I am not lying. A teacher of the Gentiles in faith and truth. I desire, then, that in every place the men should pray, lifting holy hands without anger or quarreling. Also that women should adorn themselves modestly and sensibly in seemly apparel, not with braided hair or gold or pearls or costly attire, but by good deeds, as befits women who profess religion. Let a woman earn in silence with all submissiveness. Let a woman learn in silence with all submissiveness. I permit no woman to teach or to have authority over men. She is to keep silent. For Adam was formed first, then Eve, and Adam was not deceived. But the woman was deceived and became a transgressor. Yet woman will be saved through bearing children, if she continues in faith and love and holiness with modesty. That's interesting. Okay. Yeah, there were some parts that I did not agree with, to be honest. Obviously. And I mean, there are parts of the Bible which say it's okay to have multiple wives, that make it seem like it's okay to have multiple wives, I guess. And it's I mean, times change. I don't think that's I think that we're supposed to respect each other. And surely there are parts in the Bible that condemn men mistreating women. Hopefully. I mean, I think there are parts. or sections, whatever, just areas of the Bible that are a little outdated, so to speak. Thank you. Fuck off. Fuck off. But yeah, I mean, I don't talk over or like disrespect people when I talk to them like that, unless they disrespect me. Goes both ways. Yeah, and most of the Bible says that be good to each other, and we'll be peachy keen, you know. But certain like expectations of women and stuff like that are quite outdated. And I respect the Bible, but some of those men had their own standards, you know, and profess those standards accordingly. That was the norm back then. I mean, if the Bible continued to be written, people would probably have something to say about people wearing jeans and stuff like that, you know? I don't use the book to help me to tell me to be kind to people. No one does that. No one does that. There are certain there are certain verses in there that give good messages though, about treating others with kindness, accepting Jesus as Lord and Savior, and living with humility. The book of Timothy is written during the times of Ephesus, falling into certain corruption. Yeah, and it's important to know like the whole history of like what's going on while that book is being written. Thank you, Twister. Anyway, guys, it's almost 9 o'clock. I'm going to duck out, dip out. Yeah, I agree, Mike. Yeah, that's what the Bible teaches you too. Like, don't be vain. Don't do good things because other people are watching you. You know? Be good for goodness sake. No, I did not understand Bad Bunny. In fact, I cringed the whole entire time. I'm gonna duck, dip, and split. I'm gonna pop, lock, and drop it. That's funny. I've had that dilemma. People only see me do things that are shady and not ever noticing when I do things that are really nice. Yeah, I get it. I know it can feel a little shitty when you don't feel appreciated too, but when we know that God's watching, you know, it brings about a different vibe, a different feeling when you feel God's love and that God approves of just us trying our best to be good people. Thank you, the Dark Magician. I do. I love this shirt too, and it comes with bottoms as well. See? They're pajamas. It's mango, my favorite flavor vape. Thank you, Melvin. Oh, I love the Truman Show. In case I don't see you again, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Okay, guys. Namaste. Sayonara. Adios. Zaijian. I'll see you guys tomorrow, okay? No, I've never done acting. I did go into one audition when I was a kid. And my nervousness they did get back to me. But I think I would enjoy theater. I really would. Anywho, yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow, okay? I'm gonna be 35, Comet. I'm gonna be 35 this month. In about 2 weeks now. Comet, I just told you. I'm almost 35. Yep. Okay, guys. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for coming to my channel. It's very much appreciated. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you tomorrow, okay? All right. Take care. Bye-bye.